Welcome. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me. Let's start off with you, Glenn. I'm looking online, and the Iranian foreign minister says that the United States made a, quote, strategic mistake that will now destabilize the region. Isn't that rich, right? They're behind these terror groups, yet now they're trying to lay blame on the United States for destabilizing the region.
Yeah, I agree with you. Again, to look at this professionally and to keep things at a calm level is, look, we've had 160 plus attacks, all of these from Iranian factions, the whole idea of them connecting it to the situation of Israel and Gaza. We've had the Houthis completely disrupt the entire maritime supply chain, especially. That's why it was great to see the coalition of Australia and New Zealand. They depend on that maritime. So these strikes had to occur, and it's not the U.S.'s fault on this, sorry to say, is that Iran should have been pulling these terrorist factions back. What do you expect? You punch us in the face enough, we're going to have to respond. So Iran needs to pull their forces back. Hopefully that's happening diplomatically, but enough was enough.
President Biden had said that they clearly want to avoid a broader conflict, Amir. They want to deter attacks on U.S. forces from happening. But we're not seeing a deterrence happening here. Instead, we're seeing an escalation. Amir, what do you make of this?
Let me just mention an article by Christopher Ruddy. That was a very good article. When we are talking about deterrence, it should be from the both sides. Mm-hmm. And the thing we are seeing right now, it's not any cooperation from Iranian regime, from IRGC to make the Middle East and the world calm and peaceful. No, IRGC is building all these terrorist groups. Who are Houthis? Houthis are totally trained, built, and armed by Iranian IRGCs. And the same as Hamas, the same as Hezbollah, Jihad Islami, and all these groups, and Hashd al-Shabi in Iraq, and all of them, they have been built from scratch by IRGC, by Iranian mullahs. And that's very interesting. Yesterday, the statement from CENTCOM came out, and the statement, let me read that part of the statement. It's very interesting. Says, the U.S. Central Command forces conducted airstrikes in Iraq and Syria against, look at this, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, Quds Force, and affiliated. They know they are at war with Iran. Just they don't want to say it. They know Iran is at war with the United States. They don't want to say it. They are just going to do strikes on some empty places. And 5 days ago, Biden administration, they told IRGC, they told the Iranian regime, just have your high-ranking IRGC officers back to Iran because we want to bomb these areas. This is a joke by Biden administration. You know what? Iran killed last week 3 service members, but they didn't want to kill 3 service members. They wanted to kill 300 service members. Probably in their mind, they were not lucky enough to kill all Americans there. And right now, if Biden administration want to do something, let me mention at first, we are not talking about boots on the ground. We are not talking about sending troops inside Iran. Just with airstrike, U.S. can destroy entire IRGC capabilities and facilities, which IRGC is on the terror list by United States. Just destroy them inside Iran without sending any single troops inside the country. Why Biden administration is not doing that? If we have enough time in the next part, I will tell you, but why? It's very interesting.
We have to go to break. I'm sure we'll come back to you guys again as we continue to follow this breaking news. Keep it right here. You're watching Newsmax. More on these new airstrikes in Yemen right after this.